It's a no-go. Don't do it. What are we talking about today, guys? Fall is here. So what does that change about our backpacking setup? Ooh, no worries, because I got you. We're going to talk about 10 essential items that you should bring on your backpacking trips this fall. Hi everyone, my name is Kalani and welcome to my channel Outside of Kalani Shots. If you're new here, I am so glad that you found me, and if you're returning, welcome back. Let's get into it. 10 essentials for fall backpacking. Let's go. Number 1, let's get us a warmer sleeping pad, okay? Now in the summer, you can get the little thin sleeping pad. You can have a sleeping pad that has a really low R value. If you don't know what R value is, R value tells you how insulated you are from the ground. So the higher the R value, I believe it goes from 1 to 9, the warmer you're gonna sleep. The lower the R value, the less warm you'll be. So you wanna get one with a higher R value. In the summer, you can get away with nothing or something really tiny. For the fall, we're gonna bump it up, okay? We're gonna get something that has, at the lowest, R value of 2, and I'd say, you can go all the way up to an R value of 4.5 or 5. Yeah, it gets colder in the fall, and if your sleeping pad has a really low R value, you're gonna start to feel that coldness seep through that pad and onto you. Trust me, I've felt it before. You don't want to feel it, especially when you're trying to stay warm, okay? So get you a sleeping pad with a higher R value. I'm not saying you have to get something super expensive, but when you're checking for your sleeping pad, if there's no R value listed, it's a no-go. Don't do it. Number 2, let's get a warmer sleeping bag, guys. Okay, for the summer, you're good with a 40-degree sleeping bag or higher. The sleeping bag that I have for summer is a 50-degree sleeping bag. It was like a little cheap one that I got off of Amazon, but it still compacts down really small, and that's great for summer because it's hot, so I really don't need it too often. But now that it's fall and it's getting a little colder, we're gonna change the sleeping bag. I recently got a sleeping bag on my birthday from Enlightened Equipment, and it is a 20-degree sleeping bag, and that's the one that I'm definitely gonna be using this fall. Do yourself a favor, get a warmer sleeping bag. You don't have the funds to upgrade your sleeping bags because sometimes sleeping bags can be a little expensive. There's lots of other hacks and tips that you can do in order to make it feel warmer without having to get a different sleeping bag. So if you want tips on that, let me know and I'll create a whole other video for that. Number 3. Let's get some warmer clothes to sleep in, okay? In the summer, you can get away with sleeping in shorts and a tank top because it's hot. Most of the time, sometimes I've even just slept in my, sports bra in the summer because it's hot, right? But in the fall, it's not hot. You're gonna need something warmer. So my go-to is I have a little blue setup that I got on Amazon. It's long sleeve, it's pants, and it keeps me warm, but not too warm because you don't want to overheat. Also, for your sleeping clothes, you want to make sure that you pack some socks, right? Keep those feet warm, and even a lightweight beanie because sometimes at night it can get a little extra cold. So let's change up our sleeping setup and let's stay warm at night. Number 4. All right, if you haven't been bringing this along during the summertime, it's time to put it back in your pack, okay? You need an emergency blanket, all right? They're not expensive. You can get it on Amazon and probably even of your sporting stores, but it's just something to have for a little extra added security. So let's just say you have all of your sleeping clothes on. You have the beanie, you have the socks, you have your long sleeve shirt, you have the warmer sleeping bag, the warmer sleeping bag, and for some reason you find that you are still super cold. Not kind of cold, because if you're kind of cold, you can do some push-ups, get a little warm, right? But if you're still super cold, we don't want you to freeze overnight. Pull out the emergency blanket, put it on, it'll toast you right up, okay? Number 5. All right, here's some extra added things to keep you warm, okay? It's getting a little chilly, and some people like their feet and their hands are naturally colder. You can always get you some of those little hand warmers, right? Open them up, smush them around. They get hot in like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll keep your hands warm. And you can use that during the day or at night, but it's a good way to help you to stay warm. Another little trick that I really like, and I learned this when I was a flight attendant, but I've incorporated it with backpacking. If you have a Nalgene bottle, now I know for like the ultralight people, bringing a Nalgene bottle is like a no-no, but if you don't care about that, right, for the fall, what you can do is boil you some water, right? Open your Nalgene bottle up. Preferably you have the wide mouth Nalgene bottle. Pour the boiling water in the bottle, close it. Now you have a heater right there in your sleeping bag. Put it in your sleeping bag. It's gonna keep you warm and toasty. I promise you, it is so amazing. That is something else that I like to do. Either have the hand warmers or bring a Nalgene, put some hot water in it. Keeps me extra toasty. Number 6, wanna have some hot drinks on hand, okay? If you're a coffee girl, coffee guy, then of course have you some coffee, right? It's good to have a nice warm drink in the morning, but if not, now is the time to put like the hot chocolate packets in your food bag. You know they have instant tea? Yeah, I looked that up. They have instant tea. If you're an instant tea person, open that up, pour it in your little cup with some water, and you can have you some hot tea while you're on trail. And I don't know, it's just nice, especially when you wake up in the morning, to have something warm in your body, and it kind of helps you to get your day moving. Number 7, gotta make sure you have those layers, okay? I've already done a video about how to layer like a pro, so if you haven't watched that, I will link it in the description, okay? Watch the layering video. Boom. Say less. I don't need to say anything else, right? Because you know what to do because you watched that video. Okay, moving right along. Number 8. All right, let's talk about rain gear for the fall. In the summer, you can get away with like a light poncho, even cutting a hole out of like a trash bag and putting it over you, like all acceptable for summertime. Now that it's fall and it's getting a little colder, I would bring real gear. So if you want like an economical version, you can always go with frog togs. I had to think about it. I had some of these when I was on the PCT, worked well. It's fine. They can tear, so don't be super rough with it. But frog togs work. I have some more like a heavier weight rain gear. I have a Belief jacket, and then I have some Columbia rain pants, and it just, 1, helps obviously to keep the water off you, but 2, still keeps you warm. And so we don't want to get cold, especially if it's raining. So let's up our rain gear. Number 9. Okay, let's make sure we're bringing some extra snacks, okay? You're probably thinking, why do I need extra snacks? Your body consumes a lot of energy in order to keep you warm out there. So you want to make sure that you have some extra snacks because you might be a little hungry, a little hungrier, because your body's working harder, okay? Just pack a couple of extra snacks, some good calorie snacks, okay? And number 10, let's talk about a couple of female-specific hygiene products. So 2 things I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys have used these, but I love them. They are coin towels. So I know some people like to just bring like wipes, but when it starts to get cold, those wipes get cold too. So let me tell you what I do. Hi, buddy. You want to say hi? What I like to do is, right, at nighttime, I've boiled my water for my food, right? So I'll use some water for the food. Then I'll take the coin towel, I'll put it in the top of my water bottle cap, and I pour a little bit of that warm water on the coin towel. It'll expand, and now I have a clean, warm wipe to clean my body off with at night. Oh, it's such a morale booster. You're cold, you're dirty, Now you have this warm towel that you can use to get clean. It's amazing. And the other hygiene product, is it a hygiene product? I don't know. We're going to put it in that category. For the ladies, if you're on your menstrual cycle and you're on your backpacking trip, something else that you can bring is they have the abdominal heating pads. Just like the ones for your hands, but they have them where you can stick it right on the inside of your underwear, so it's right on your stomach. It's perfect, okay? Who wants to be out in the middle of the woods, cold and cramping? Like, not me, okay? I don't know about you, but not me. So this is like amazing because not only does it keep you warm, but it'll help with the cramps so that you can enjoy your backpacking experience. That's all I got. Hopefully this video was super quick and easy, and then you guys got things to do. You got backpacking trips to plan. What are your go-to fall backpacking essentials? Put them in the comments below. We'd love to see them. So I hope these tips help you to have a better fall backpacking experience, and I will see you next week for another video. Y'all have a good one.